Peace and greetings, collective. Hope all is well with you and yours. We're going to be doing a quick check in. It's Cancer season, but this reading is going to be timeless. Um, I did a preliminary pick out here, and during this time, you're going to see that you are highly thought of, not only in the spiritual realm, but also here on the earthly realm. Your value is going to shine through. I feel like the most difficult part of a situation is over now. Maybe a difficult marriage is over now. Difficult business partnership is over now. And now you're going to see how you've overcome a serious problem. This could be something involving finances. You know, maybe you went through a rough patch with finances. Maybe you went through a rough patch with your freedom. Maybe your freedom was in question. Shoot, somebody could be getting out a lockup. I mean, it's a lot of different scenarios that could go on. You know, if this resonates for you. So there's a triumph. It's like you're rising above any type of drama. You're rising above a low mind state, poverty mindset. Okay, it's like now you're about to go into a winning season right now, especially if you have Cancer anywhere in your chart. Wow, look at this. You see what I'm saying? The Goddess card, straight up God Goddess. Okay, all right. The feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. It's a lot of look. There's a lot of red going on. Different types of red. Hedonist. Okay, inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. So you just need to be mindful of not the exploitation of feminine nature and form. Okay, whether you're feminine or not, you know what I mean. We got shadow attributes of the hedonist is pursues pleasure to the detriment of health, indulges at the expense of others. So this is what needs to be watched out for, or watching out for energies that move in this manner. Okay, because you don't want them to impede. Look how it goes from dark to light. Okay, do y'all see this? A lot of hues so red. So people are transitioning out of the root chakra into the sacral chakra. Okay, out of the fight or flight, the survival mode, the food, clothing, and shelter, now into being able to express yourself in a free way, your creativity, right? Pleasure as well, being able to express things, to be able to pleasure you, bringing some pleasure into your life. Okay, bringing some new things into your life. Okay, fearlessly revealing emotions, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. Because it's a heavy time that we going in right now. You know, propaganda breeds fear. That's all it does. So, in order to counteract that, those of us who are lighthearted are going to be tasked with showing the lighthearted energy that is available, the bright side of life. Okay, making people laugh, making yourself laugh. Okay, being able to accept advice as well. Constructive criticism, recognizing when it's constructive criticism and when um like not saying, well, everybody's picking on me or they're hating on me. No, it's just constructive criticism. Okay, realizing when something is not for you. Ooh, ooh, thinking that something is fated for you and realizing it is not for you. It's time to go. Straight up. This is really straightforward. That's what I'm saying. Coming out of a marriage, coming out of a business deal, coming out of a job that just wasn't for you. Okay. Go the distance. Yep. It's time now to go towards, and it may take a while for it to be substantiated. It may take a while for the clarity to come to you. It may take a while for you to come out of that uncomfortable stage of a novice, right? The fool, to me, it equates to being a novice at something. Let's look at your shadow energy. I'm getting like playing your cards right, making the right moves, okay? Tapping into, right, with the goddess energy, the feminine expressed through wisdom, okay? Your intuition, your true nature, realizing who you truly are. I feel like a lot of fear comes up when you are not expressing yourself in an when you're not authentic. Ooh, why can't I say it? Authentic. Ooh, that was like a tongue twister. Why? When you're not acting in an authentic way, that's what breeds a lot of fear and discontent. And you realize that you may have to go the distance to really and truly break. Look, yeah, have courage, all right? Fear, vulnerability, it's growth. Stop hiding. Show up and let yourself be seen. Okay? It's okay if something is not for you. That's totally fine. Yeah, inner balance. Look, the fool type of energy. Look at this. Okay? What you resist persists. What you accept transforms. Right? Accepting that possibly something is not for you. It's time to go the distance to your true self. Making peace with yourself. Let me pull one more. This is a fun time of year to do this. Look, emotional release. Okay, with Cancer energy, you're going to go deep into your emotions. Whether you like it or not, I'm getting. I feel like, too, like there could be a lot of resentment within yourself as to decisions that you've made. Possibly staying in situations for too long that you should have left a long time ago. Right? No longer having resentment for that job, for that supervisor, for that relationship that didn't work out, because now you're realizing where you didn't help yourself by leaving the situation. Okay. The Good Samaritan, the Samaritan refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. Ooh. But I'm also getting like this is a part of yourself. Yeah, why don't you just take it one time? Let's take a look at your money. Gaining that inner emotional balance is key. But I feel like there's something you need to release. There's something you need to let go. There's something that's just not for you. Maybe the self-loathing. That everybody's hating on me type of attitude. Because the worst is over. Or that you're not supported with the orphan card at the bottom of the deck. Because you are supported. You are highly thought of. Look, your purpose is unfolding slowly, step by step, as you go along. There's no need to hurry or worry. You are being divinely guided. Look, connections. Build bridges between people Contact those who can help you. Your actions set you up for the next opportunity. So look, okay, you got bridge here. I hope you can see that. You got bridge, you got connection, successfully overcoming a problem. So you're going to be meeting people that can help, that can link you to solutions. Okay. You're going to be shown, you're going to be gone there. So there's no reason to feel like you're by yourself or that there's no support, because the people are going to start coming, the connections are going to start, and you have to realize it. Okay. When those types of, and it could be unfolding, it's not going to happen instantaneously. You could meet someone, you see, y'all may have the same type of goals in mind, or you see that they are in a field that you may would like to go into. The first step is to exchange contact information, right? That's the first step. Okay, so that way I can contact you at a later date, right? Then later on is making that connection. Because most of the time, you know, you can exchange information, exchange social media, and then you never reach out, or you just may like their pictures, or they may like yours, and but there's never a actual reach out. Hey, what's going on? Da 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 da. Can we meet for lunch? How have you been? Or call me. Blah blah blah. Here's a good time. You know what I mean? You're accessing greater prosperity. Okay, it's opening up for you slowly. You're growing as you're learning more and expanding. And as you're expanding, you need to protect what you're learning. You need to protect yourself as you go into this new cycle. You have to protect yourself as you're gaining new money. Okay, because triumph and struggles could be, you know, going for the new fad, spending money here, spending money there, thinking that you investing in yourself. Okay. Or you're like, okay, it's time for me to put myself out there. And then you put all of your projects out on Front Street, and then you wonder why it doesn't pan out. You need to put it out there once it is totally completed. You're going to be shown, like I said, you're going to be shown the right path. So that way it doesn't lead to resentment when things don't work out, when connections don't actually come together the way that you would like them to. Look, outside forces, unknown figures are driving the situation. You may not be able to control the outcome. The cycle will shift soon and you will be okay. You just got to wait for the outcome to shift. That's it. In the meantime, you working on your shadow. You're emotionally releasing these emotions of, you know, being used, people taking advantage of you, of the past cycle, the dark cycle that you're having courage now. Appreciate that. Bring that inner balance in with yourself, being vulnerable with yourself about the last cycle that you just went through. Straight up. Or the last relationship. You're like, I was with a fool. Why? How did I attract that? How can the goddess attract just this hedonistic person? And because you thought you was a good Samaritan, you was trying to give them a chance and give them the benefit of the doubt. But it was also your shadow. You also didn't have, I feel like, self-esteem. To be real, to be honest. Okay. Oh wow. It's a lot of wish fulfillment here for you. You just got to you have to release that mental, there's mental stagnation here. Mm. There's a new perspective. Okay. There's a new perspective. That's why you got to get out your head, because You could have been feeling trapped in that old cycle. I feel like it's already over. It's just the lingering mental effects. It's like having that fat girl syndrome. Like you lost the weight, but you still feel that like you're still not desirable, or like you're not fit, or I can't wear this, I can't wear certain things, or feeling like, I'm still underneath this marriage. You're divorced, but the divorce is final, but you're still acting like you're underneath an oppressive relationship still when you're free, or you're an entrepreneur, but you're still acting as if someone else needs to tell you what to do with your business. Yeah, things are definitely turning around. Look at this. This is what I said about the feminine energy with the high priestess. Your intuition is what's going to, your intuition gonna tell you, like, yeah, you're not stuck. You're free. You are definitely free. Look at this. That's crazy. You got the 10 of Cups twice. I think this goes here. Yeah. Let me pull one more. Yeah, I don't know. This is the Wheel of Fortune, but I'm getting chariot energy with this, with the 9 of Submersibles, the 9, like wish fulfillment. I'm also getting like overindulgent, right? With the hedonistic energy, like whatever you was overindulgent in, you're turning around from that. Like you're doing things in moderation. Divination is also, look at this, the Empress and the Tower with this. Wow. I'm going to keep both of those. 7 of Pentacles. Certain things you're definitely keeping to yourself. Okay? Because people want to know how you did it. People want to know how you turned your life around. People want to know how you got out of these situations. Okay? They want to know how you got out of these situations. And I feel like certain things about how you got out of certain situations you're going to keep to yourself. Maybe to a later date. Okay? You may be writing a book about how you got through these situations, what you had to walk away from, who you had to walk away from, habits you walked away from, how you were able to stay away from those habits. I feel like you found treasures within yourself, and that's what helped turn your situation around. This is what helped bring out whether you're masculine or feminine, your intuition helped you get out of your head. It's like wisdom, right? It's like the cycles you were possibly in a loop, I'm getting, of constantly running into what was not for you, running into the same type of people, partners, relationships, business deals that were not for you. And you kept running into this cycle of, dead end jobs, this and that. And then now your intuition said it's go time. It's now. It's now or never. Or else you're going to continue to be in this cycle, this juggling type of energy, or dealing with people that's going to constantly juggle you, or dealing with King of type of Wands type of energy. Okay. And I feel like you let go of a lot of disappointment by letting go of things that you liked, but it just wasn't for you, that felt good in the moment. Maybe some type of like your eating habits, drinking, maybe you don't even drink anymore, or you've slowed it down. It's in moderation. You do things in moderation now. You learn that, the wisdom of it, like, okay, I can do it in moderation now. You got the 10 of cups on top of the 10 of cups right here. With the rainbow energy, the most difficult part of a situation is over. Okay. You can relax. Your family can relax. Soul family can come in now. I feel like that's the bridging. That's the connections that's coming in. People that you could break bread with. Okay. Both types of bread. Okay. Both types of bread. Because we got a lot of major arcanas over here too, you know. We got the wheel, we got the high priestess, we got the empress, we got the hangman and the tower. This is the shift in perspective on what you're able to create. What I was saying, right? Going from the root chakra now to the sacral chakra, what you're able to create through ecstasy. It's not pain, it's not going to be easy to birth this. It was created in ecstasy, right? That imagination. If you go back to the last reading I did, imagining a new life, right? That's how, where it starts at. In Pisces, hangman, different perspective. When you were in that stuck cycle, you were like, damn, if I had the chance to do this, to do that, you know what I mean? To use my gifts, how you weren't able to focus on your gifts, to be able to create, to start that business because you didn't have the backing. I'm telling you, the connections are going to be made now. And then it's not going to be easy to birth it because now you're going to have to put in the work. Now you're going to have to leave shaky foundations that aren't helping you, things that take your time, that are time consuming, that don't assist with building or growing, right? So just like when a woman is carrying a child, she can't drink. You know what I'm saying? Like no more alcohol, no more this, and certain things you can't deal with. You can't drink coffee, you know, and maybe in moderation. Because I know one of my pregnancy, I was in nursing school. I was like, yeah, I need it. Okay, in moderation, because you know everything that you partake in affects what you are creating. Okay, so no self-limiting. That's why you got to have this purification of an emotional release of you feeling unsupported by the universe, by family, by friends, whatever, because then now it leaves you open for the connections that are going to support you to come in. And I feel like it's going to happen very quickly once you shift your perspective and your mind state. Like the people that don't support you is not meant for you. If they don't want to support your new business, it's not meant for them to be a client of yours. You want people that are going to come back, that are going to be long lasting, that's going to bring other people, okay, that's going to advertise, hey, they have this over here. They're great. I love their service. I love their product, whatever it may be. This is what you want. This is what's going to bring in the stability for you with the Lady of Leviathans and the Seven of Pentacles. Because if you're going to spend the time to invest and to create things that you have studied, that have brought a level of wisdom in your life, okay? Things that you hold true to your heart. You're sharing. This is parts of yourself that you're sharing, okay? Whether it's works of your hand or intellectual property, I'm getting. So you're making room. I'm getting. You possibly also could be moving. This could definitely become. I'm seeing moving from, this is travel, like moving from a city to suburbs to the country. A lot of people are doing this, or out of your respective country. So you're going to have to get rid of a lot. You're going to have to sacrifice. This could be turning maybe one a space in your house for your business into an office, okay? That spare room, that spare closet. I'm definitely getting that. This could even start out with like 3 people, right? And then it could grow. This could grow into something bigger, you know? You start off with you, of course. You can start off with you, start off with 3 people, right? Let me pull a crystal. I'm about to run out of storage. All you need to do is just light that fire. All you need to do is just get started. All you need to do is to be consistent. Consistent also like within your researching. Okay. I feel like turning, this is the shift. Like the passion, because there's nothing wrong with being passionate. Hedonistic, right? It's like the things that you're passionate about that bring you happiness, that feel good. It feels good to be successful in now, okay, being on time with things, finishing through, following through on what you say you're going to do, finishing projects. Okay. Oh, you got Moldavite. Okay. So now you're going to be passionate about that. Man, metamorphosis. That's the metamorphosis right here. Okay. Moldavite was created when a giant meteorite slammed into Earth some 11 million years ago, fusing the power of the cosmos with that of Mother Earth. You are a child of the stars and you find the environment of Earth heavy and inert. Moldavite raises your vibrations with inflooding cosmic light so that you feel more at home. You are on a search for the inner grail, awareness of your divine origins, release ingrained beliefs to make way for spiritual metamorphosis. Detach yourself from mundane issues. You are going through a spiritual transformation, so dramatic changes occur as you reach beyond your limits. Talk to your soul to check the outcome of present actions. Transcend time. Avoid sowing seeds of destruction. Fertility and good fortune await. So, how you avoid sowing seeds of destruction is by being on a firm foundation. That's what I'm saying. Being consistent, turning that passion, that hedonistic into consistency. You are far more than a physical body. Harmony at all levels creates your well being. Timing, Scorpio, integration of the physical and spiritual. That is so deep. Let's get some T cards really quick. Yeah. Don't sow seeds of destruction by when you have pitfalls or when cracks come in from the surface. You want to throw the whole project away. You want to scrap the whole, like, oh, this is, see, I knew this wasn't going to work. Okay. Shattered. See, broken nightmares, failures. You can't allow that. Okay. I feel like procrastination, delaying. See, this is what I'm saying. Not following through. That is what brings in this. That's what seeds the soul. That's what sows the seeds of destruction for your projects. Waves, emotions, worry, fear. Listen, of course you're gonna be like, dag, I'm investing. Especially if this is your second go round, if this is your second time around at doing something or running a business or trying to find the right job, or you coming out of the cycle or even into a relationship. Okay. Drowning, over your head, overextended, hitting rock bottom. Okay. Coming out of toxic energy, drama, arguments, tension, stressed out, worry. I feel like this is the old cycle. And I feel like this is what's going to attempt to rear its ugly head and stop you from moving forward. It's the procrastination, it's worry, it's doubt. Okay. Dealing in toxic energy, feeling like you're trapped. Okay. Reliving things that didn't work out, failures. Yeah, look, established, settled, secure, wealthy. This is what you're trying to get to. You have to go through the gamut, okay, of upheaval in order for you to be established. Okay? Yeah, there's gonna be rumors, there's gonna be gossip, there's gonna be people that's gonna be nosy as to how you acquire and how you secure your wealth. How did you get through that dark cycle? How did you come out of being out of rock bottom to now look at you establishing your wealth again? Set some boundaries. Set some energetic boundaries. Set some boundaries with yourself, with your thought pattern. You're not going to be toxic with yourself, okay? No more of that. You're in a spiritual transition, especially with the hangman, with the empress and the tower. That's three major arcanas all together. It's a spiritual initiation of you manifesting things that are going to leave your life. Chaos, tension, the procrastination, all of that is about to leave your life. And it's for some people, this could be your comfort zone. Be real with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Is that your comfort zone? To always be like, oh, well, it never worked out before. You know what I'm saying? To be attracted to toxic people, toxic partners, okay, okay, toxic work environments, thinking that you thrive in that, okay, when really you could just establish your own wealth and not be in a toxic environment unless you create that for yourself, unless you are constantly in worry and doubt, overextending yourself, drowning in work, incompatibility. Your new cycle is incompatible with your old cycle. This is what you have to um this is what you have to realize, that certain things were not on a consistent firm foundation and it's going to fall through, and then all you have to do now is pick up the pieces. That's it. Pick up the pieces. If a business fell through, that's all right. Pick up what worked and what didn't work. That's all you have to do. With that, I hope this was of some assistance to you. I appreciate you, and I'm gonna see y'all on the check-in. Peace and love.